The woman woke up to find herself sleeping next to her contract husband. Last night she was only dragged over by the CEO to read him a fairy tale. How did she somehow end up in his bed? Facing the man's questioning, the woman's mind went completely blank. Could it really have been her who made the first move? Her name was Shin Z. A year ago, for the sake of her family business, she was forced to marry wealthy CEO Boyu to bring good luck to his family. She thought she was jumping into a pit of fire, but after a year of marriage, the two had not even met once. Now that the mourning period for the Bo family's late matriarch was over, Boyu finally returned to the country. The first thing he did was talk to her about divorce. When Shin Z heard this, she was overjoyed. It meant she could regain her freedom and receive a $50 million divorce settlement. She dragged her best friend out on a wild shopping spree to celebrate. She was determined to vent all the frustration she had endured over the past year. But just as she picked out a dress she liked, a woman full of fake sweetness suddenly appeared. It was Gu Niannian, her stepmother's niece. Gu Niannian not only mocked her, she even viciously cursed Shin Z's deceased mother. That completely ignited Shin Z's anger. She dropped her usual gentle disguise and slapped her across the face. Gu Niannian was instantly stunned. She immediately called the store manager to kick Shin Z out, but she never expected that at this very moment, Boyu was watching everything through the security cameras. Looking at the fierce little wildcat on the screen, so different from the gentle and elegant Miss Shin in his investigation file, it was like seeing two completely different people. A playful smile curved on the man's lips. He immediately called his assistant. The next second, the store manager received instructions and directly added Gu Niannian to the brand's blacklist. Just a moment ago she was arrogant and domineering. Now Gu Niannian became a laughingstock. She was escorted out by security in embarrassment. Shin Z thought the matter was over, but at the Bo family dinner, she ran into new trouble. Boyu's spoiled niece, Chu mocked her in front of everyone, saying she was just a decorative bride brought in for good luck. What was worse, Chu was also Gu Niannian's best friend. She took the opportunity to demand justice for Gu Niannian. Just as Chu was about to make a move, Boyu appeared again. His intimidating gaze instantly made Chu back down. Chu immediately played the victim first, claiming she had been hit by Shin Z, but Boyu only gave her a light glance and saw through her lie. Not only did he not blame Shin Z, he punished Chu by sending her to military training for a month. This move left Shin Z completely stunned. This man was truly impossible to read. On one hand, he coldly discussed divorce with her. On the other hand, he quietly stood up for her. What exactly did he want? Afterward, Shin Z promised Boyu that she would definitely divorce him in 3 months and never pester him. But the man mocked her for being shallow and only caring about money. Later, their friends organized a trip to a resort. They originally wanted to ease the tension between the two. Unexpectedly, Boyu showed up as well. That night, the assistant used an excuse and asked Shin Z to bring coffee to Boyu. When she pushed open the door and saw Boyu wearing only a bathrobe, her heart skipped a beat. Seeing her dressed more sexy than usual, the man's eyes darkened. Then he made an outrageous request. This CEO must have some strange hobby. He actually asked his contract wife to read him a bedtime story. While complaining in her heart, Shin Z picked up a copy of The Little Match Girl and started reading. But as she read, she ended up falling asleep first, and that led to the absurd scene at the beginning. Seeing the man's fit body when he changed clothes, Shin Z couldn't help but complain silently in her mind. She thought it was just an accident, but she didn't know that the man had been secretly observing her for a long time. After he sent her home, he quietly instructed his assistant to add cushions that women like to his car. And that was exactly a suggestion Shin Z had casually mentioned. How many more secrets was this seemingly cold man hiding?